Good morning. Well, we're back again. It's the Spaceman channel. Start tired, but it's a long story. So I got my new desk in today. So I get everything set up. So I'm looking at this other phone so I can see what's happening here. Got my new desk in so I can get my lab officially set up. Got to get a chair, lab chair, desk. Get some lights to do my studio stuff. Never done it before, so got to get it all ready to go. But I just wanted to touch base on some things because I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression. So what I built, SRR, it's not actually an AI agent per se. It's actually an AI harness and an AI toolkit. So it actually pretty much does both. It builds tools. It also runs tools, has its own SRR XNG or searching proxy server. It basically runs on the hood so that you can get online and do things. It also has its own MCP server that basically connects to its tools and has its own API bridge in between OpenClaw, Hermes, and SRR, which means all three of them can communicate together. Something nobody else has. Give me a second, just checking this out real quick. So basically, that's the main difference between these guys. And the reason why I wanted to make sure people understood that, because AI agents, script could be an AI agent, anything could be an AI agent, but when it has tools and it basically has the infrastructure, which is the harness that sits around the model, then the model has pretty much a little playground to work in. And it's sort of like a little, you know how when they have, all you women out there, you'll get this. You know how they have those little baby jumpers that you put your child in, and they start to like, they're like, parents like, seriously? Keep having fun, we love it. But that's what it's like. Those little baby jumpers, the kids are just jumping around in there. And that's what the model gets to do. So the model is basically like, I have this fun little cage that I can just, not a cage, but like, that's you technically call it. I was like, I have this little fun little cage that I can do anything with. But that's the problem. You don't want it to do just anything. So that's the difference, is when you have a SOT, the source of truth. You also have a governor and an executioner that sort of says, hey, you're stopping that, or you're gonna get the penalty. And then the model gets stopped, and then it has to basically replan or do whatever it has to do. But one of the main differences with SRR is if it tries to execute something, it won't be able to execute it if it can't get past SRR authority, which means, for example, you run a script and it tries to basically do something. Okay, that's cool. But if the model plans a script and SRR says, hey, you got the authority on the regular binaries, the safe ones, you're good. Check. The admins, no, you got to get some approval here. Not so check. And then the dangerous ones like DD, shred, wipe. SR is like, no, you're not even getting your hands on those. Those are off limit, buddy. Boop. Sorry, we got to stop you right there. And then that's the end of that. Doesn't even get to start up. That was a safety measure that I built in because with some of these Linux tools, you can wipe things and shred them and take them out. Anyway, we are where we're at right now. We're going to have a little bit more of a discussion on this in the next video. But yeah, we're getting things organized and ready to go with the 50 prompt test. But hey, like, subscribe, and leave your comments. I'm out of here. I got to blast off. Spaceman out.